I just wanted to let you guys know basically how I went from being 27% body fat, 184 pounds, till now I'm 8% body fat, 168 pounds, in the best shape of my life. Came down to 4 basic principles, all right? 4 basic principles. First, you have to get your nutrition in check. You have to get your nutrition in check. And what I did was basically limit my processed foods, okay? I only got about less than 20% or less of my food came from processed foods. In the first 2 months though, I got completely cut out processed foods. I didn't eat out any fast food. I made sure all my food was cooked at home. And that really helped me out a lot. You know, because when you cook your food at home, you know what's in the food. Instead of you going to fast foods, you know, they add all those added fats, added sugars to the food, you know, those preservatives. So you don't really know what's in the food and how many calories is in it, because, you know, they give you estimates as well too. So that's the first thing I did. I got my nutrition in check. And, you know, drinking too. Drinking, if you don't have that in check, that can make you become overweight. I know a lot of people that, a lot of clients that I trained, that they cut out drinking beer and boom, the weight fell off of them. They cut out those 3-4 glasses of wine at night, boom, the weight start coming off of them, you know? So cutting out those processed foods is huge. Or any food that's not whole foods, you know? Cut out any food that is not naturally made, okay? And that's what helped me out a lot. Second thing is I picked up my exercise. I was training hard 4 to 5 times a week, going hard in the paint. About 4 weeks in, I made sure I had some training partners with me, working out with me as well. I would do more with my training partners than I would do with myself, because they inspired me and pushed me to do more. Because when you see them working out, you're like, okay, now it's time for me to go hard in the paint. And you guys just pushing each other, encouraging each other. And the accountability was huge as well too. Accountability, when you say, hey, we're gonna work out this time, 6 o'clock, and you go to the gym, and if they're not there, or if you don't show up, you're less likely to fluke on them, because you have someone that's counting on you to show up as well. So that helped as well, having workout partners. But the biggest thing is exercise. I recommend 4 to 5 times a week, and that's what I did. I worked out 4 to 5 times a week. Sometimes I'll work out twice a day. You know, it depends on how much you want it. You see what I'm saying? So I picked up my exercise. The third thing is being consistent. You can't just work out for 1 day a week and think you're gonna get the body you want. I always preach this to my clients. You can't just eat one good meal a day. You can't be in a caloric deficit for 1 day and think you're gonna lose 20 pounds. You see what I'm saying? Like, it takes consistent efforts in your nutrition and in your exercise to get from where you're at now to where you want to be. You see what I'm saying? So consistency is huge in both your nutrition and your working out. You know, you gotta be putting in work constantly, day in and day out, and eventually, you know, that you're gonna look back a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, and look at yourself like, oh my gosh, how'd I get so lean? You feel me? And last but not least, persistence. Especially when you look at yourself and you feel like you don't see any results, that's the most discouraging thing in the world. You know, you look at yourself in the mirror like, why am I working out so hard? Why am I eating all these meals? Persistence is huge, because it's not easy, especially when you're first starting, to consistently go to the gym, consistently eat right. You know, there's times where you feel like you're being lazy, you want to procrastinate, but you have to understand that you have to persevere through all that, all those feelings, because that's not gonna get you closer to your goals. Persistence is really exercising patience to its fullest ability. You see what I'm saying? So if you can just really combine those 4 aspects and apply that to your fitness journey, that's how I lost all my weight and how I got the body I got right now. So if you can just do that, I'm telling you, you're gonna reach your goals. That's just what it is. It's inevitable. You know, and that's how I lost my weight, that's how I lost my fat, and that's how I'm feeling leaner than ever, you know, toned up, got muscle. And it was a process, you know. This is 5 years ago where I was overweight, out of shape, not fit. It's a process. I'm excited to look at my body in the next 3 years, next 5 years, and see the progress that I make. But I'm gonna continue to practice those 4 principles, those 4 variables. And that's what you should do as well. All right, so that's how I lost my weight, how I dropped my body fat, how I went from 27% body fat, 184 pounds, to now I'm at 8% body fat. About 168 pounds, give or take. It changes day to day, but that's just what it is. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section. Be sure to subscribe. I'm gonna get better. You guys get better. Let's get better together. And it's OJ. I'm checking out.